So while cleaning out my closet today, I found an old notebook from the Air Force, and I wrote a story about Jake and Tom in it. And here it goes, guys. This was when I was bored on CQ. So it says, McKinney's Journal, March 10th, 1941. Time-wise. I've recently discovered how boring CQ truly is. So to pass the time, I shall chronologize the stories of Jake the Hero Gimlin, Tom the Hero Gimlin, and Jake the Banff Yeager. Here's the story. Just after the first encounter the dynamic duo had with Dr. Demon Seed, they decided to return to their lair of badass and awesome stuff. Upon arrival, the duo debrief and discuss how totally awesome it was when the hero rode a falling F-22 into battle and how the Banff kicked major ass. When they realized that the gummy bear gun is missing, "Egads!" shouted the hero. "Great tomfoolery!" stated the Banff. The hero turned to the Banff. "Do you know what this means?" "Of course I do," said the Banff. "This can only mean one thing. It means the Candyman from Candyland is back." The duo rushed to their CAMF, Computer of Amazing Matter of Facts, and asked it to play back the video feed from that day. They were in shock when all they saw was candy cane striped gummy bears. This confirmed their fears of the Candyman from Candyland. The duo began to form a plan so clever that there was no way for it to fail. As we know, kids love candy, and so do we, but we can't eat that much candy in a single battle. "What shall we do?" asked the hero. The Banff quickly replied, "I got it! Since kids like candy, why don't we bring the 7th Street Orphanage with us? They are so starving that they've actually tried eating my cape." "Brilliant!" exclaimed the hero. They scurried over to the 7th Street Orphanage and told the children of all the wonderful candy they had to offer. One child foolishly asked if the candy would give them cavities. The Banff swiftly punted that child into the sun and asked, "Any more questions?" The children feverishly shook their head no. So off went the duo along with the entire 7th Street Orphanage to Candyland, where their nemesis waited. On their way through the graham cracker maze, they heard a voice so soft and sweet that it could only be one man, the Candyman from Candyland. They all looked up to see him hovering on his throne made of delicious Skittles. Then suddenly the duo noticed something funny yet oddly disturbing. The Candyman from Candyland turned himself into a gummy bear. A bright pink gummy bear. "You've walked perfectly into my trap, Thomas the Hero Gimlin and Jake the Banff Yeager." Graham cracker walls shot out of the ground and trapped the duo and the children. "I know you would come to the Candyland and attempt to stop me from turning the world's water supply into soda." The duo looked at each other, puzzled. "We just want the gummy bear gun back so we can turn random objects into delicious gummy bears. Now give it back!" "Never!" shouted the Candyman from Candyland. The duo signaled the children to begin consuming all they saw, but to save the Candyman from Candyland for them. They began to consume everything they saw. They ate the graham cracker walls all the way to the Skittle throne. The Candyman from Candyland lay defeated at the hero's feet. He began to state, "I shall return, and when he couldn't finish before the hungry children devoured him, and everyone lived happily ever after." Until next time, superheroes.